Wishing you a great Wednesday. I'm curious. I'm in my vehicle. It's running because it is hot out already. I mean, we're lower 80s, I think, and it's just, I feel the steaming coming on. It's just another summer day, right? Anyway, it's going to be a great day. I know it for sure. I appreciate everyone's suggestions for my work potluck. I actually should have put it up the other day because the potluck is today. And let me show you what I made. It's nothing fancy, and I don't even know if I can show it very well. I got stuff in here. Got all the stuff in my vehicle. Please excuse. I made corn, which I know it's nothing special, but we're having like bratwurst, like barbecue stuff. And I'm like, well, what's a nice like side that's not too complicated? I cut them real small. I have them buttered, but I have extra butter. And I think putting it in the slow cooker will be great because the butter will be at the bottom and people can kind of dip their stuff at the bottom and enjoy it there. For me, I don't know about you, but when I go to a potluck, I like to have a little bit of everything. So when I can have a small piece of corn and enjoy it, and it's very good sweet corn. We bought it from Walmart the other day. It was like 3 for $1 or something, which I thought was a really nice price. When they get to 3 for $1 or 50 cents even, but anything below that, I'm like, so I'll go and I'll stock up. And I'll typically will go and buy them, and you can freeze your corn, which is nice. And I keep them in the husk. I don't go and take it apart at the store. I used to, but I keep them in there and I microwave it for about 3.5 minutes. It allows it to steam perfectly. And then if you want to, char it on the grill or something like that, you can do that later. But I think it's just fine as is. Sometimes I'll sprinkle a little bit of sugar or salt mix on there, maybe some black pepper and butter. Simple and delicious. So that is the side. My mouth is salivating already. Or maybe I'm just sweating on the inside. I don't know. But that's the side I decided to bring. Last time, I can't even remember what I brought. Someone suggested cinnamon rolls, actually a couple people at least. And I was like, I love the idea of cinnamon rolls. It's just too hot to turn on my oven. So I don't typically turn on the oven often unless it's like really, really, really early in the morning or late at night. And maybe on a day where we have rain or something where the temperature drops just a little bit because it's just, I want to be energy efficient as much as I can in summer, and I don't want to have to make our AC work harder than it already does. So here we are. But cinnamon roll season's straight around the corner. When fall hits, I'm ready to go. In fact, I was just the other day thinking about, so every year I host this craft fair at my church in Northeast Wichita, and so I need to go and contact vendors and get them kind of rounded up and ready to go for, we do this show typically the first weekend in December, and it coincides with a women's event at my church, so it's really fun because we know a lot of women are going to be there already, but it's just a great time. We fill this show up with maybe close to 40 vendors. We have an option of opening up another room, a big room, where we could expand it, but I like to keep it to the size we have now because I feel like it's just so jam-packed, and it feels like it gives you a different like vibe. I've been to craft fair events where it's spread out so thin, and it's just, I mean, while the space is nice for the vendors, I feel like for the experience, sometimes it just feels like watered down. So if we're going to expand to the second room, which does sound like fun, but I don't know if I'm mentally prepared for that because handling 40 vendors is a lot to do. But to do that second room, I mean, it could open up opportunity. Maybe we could do a kid craft fair on that side and let kids be vendors for free or something like that, like a different draw. That could be really interesting. And that's something that I think I'll have to decide later on. Or maybe there will be a kid craft fair event. We just on the Wichita dinner table last week had a wonderful guest who shared, I forget the name of her organization right now off the top of my head, but she's a nonprofit supporting kids who want to go and become their own business people. And I'm like, that is wonderful. And we have lots of young entrepreneurs here. So I'll make sure I link information for the group here in town. They have an event coming up in just less than 2 weeks. So I think it's on the 13th of this month. So I'll make sure you have details of that. But it's a great day. I'm so excited to be here on this Wednesday for the potluck. We're having bratwurst and all the good stuff. And I can't wait to see the sides that everyone brings. I think I brought maybe, what did I bring last time? Oh, I brought like nachos. It was ballpark themed. So I brought like nachos, nacho cheese, jalapenos, all those things. And that was good. But we did have a lot of nacho cheese left over. So I'm just trying to find stuff that I'm hoping people, I don't know. I've taken corn to potlucks before and nobody eats it. And then I've taken it to others and people just gobble it up. So we'll see if these are gobblers. All right. Anyway, happy Wednesday. 4th of July is coming. I hope your week is good and safe. If you're off for work already and everything, congrats to you. Soak up all the sunshine and the good times, and I'll see you soon.